Bragg's equation is actually used to measure the distance between the two faces of the crystal unit cell by applying the X-rays, right? So a Bragg's equation is given, that is n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. I am going to write here first and giving the equation and other things, right? So the Bragg's equation is, by this equation the distance between two faces of crystal unit cell is measured by X-rays study of crystal, right? So here is the algebraical used. Here is these are the two opposite faces of a crystal lattice, and this is the X-ray, and this is the diffraction going on here. So the angle formed, this is the triangle formed, and this is the triangle. In this triangle, we will use the trigonometry and measure the distance between the two faces. So here this actually the Bragg's equation is n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. This is the equation given by the Bragg's. So in this, the identifications of these are, the n is order of diffraction, the lambda is, it is an integer, n is an integer value of n is integer, right? Now the lambda is the wavelength of X-ray used, the wavelength of X-ray used, right? The d is the distance between two parallel faces in crystal, right? And what is the meaning? It is the theta, the angle of diffraction. So theta is equal to angle of diffraction. So I am going to write here because space is not there. So theta is equal to angle of diffraction, right? So these are the points about the Bragg's equation. Now one more important point about the Bragg's equation is, the Bragg's equation can only be used if this lambda is less than or equal to the twice of distance, right? So lambda must be smaller than or equal to 2d. It is the needed condition, necessary condition for Bragg's equation. Right? Now next point. Now here is the more about the Bragg's equation. How the n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta comes out. So here is, suppose this is the crystal lattice and these are the faces of the crystal lattice. So these are the parallel planes of the crystal lattice, because in the Bragg's equation the X-ray diffraction method is used to measure the distance between the two parallel planes in the crystal lattice. So the distance between the two parallel planes in the crystal lattice is measured with the help of the n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. So n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. This is the Bragg's equation actually, right? So in this structure, the two rays coming out, the M and N get deflected in the way of O and P. So here the point A is here, right? If you are going to make the perpendicular over the M ray, it is crossed at I, and at BP it is crossed at H. So the more distance traveled by M X-ray in comparison to N is IB plus BH, right? So that is IH. The more distance traveled by M X-ray is equal to IB plus BH, that is equal to IH. And to get the constructive interference after the diffraction of both the two rays, means the two rays must be, to get the maximum intensity, to get the strong signal, these X-rays must go through the constructive interference after the diffraction. Yes. That's only the way to get the maximum strength of signal, otherwise we cannot get the signal. If the destructive interference of diffraction takes place, then the signal strength will be low and we cannot get the signal. So to get the strong signal, after diffraction of these two rays must go through the constructive interference. That means at this point, if the trough is of this ray will take place, then this ray at this point must go through the width trough there, right? If this ray go through the trough and this wave go through the crust, then the destructive interference will be there, right? And the signal strength we cannot get. So here both the rays must go through the same point. That means if trough is there, then the trough must be here. If the crust of this ray will be here, then the crust of this must be here, right? Then only after we can get the constructive interference to get the strong signal. So here, to get the constructive interference, suppose this ray crust here, then this ray crust here. Then to get the same point, means this trough to get this extra distance covered by the M ray must be equal to the wavelength of the X-ray or the multiple of the wavelength of the X-ray. For example, if one ray here, one ray here, then only after we can get the same trough or crust in both the rays, right? That means equal 1 lambda or 2 lambda or 2 lambda or 2 lambda 4 lambda or 1 lambda only. So this extra distance covered by the M must be equal to the multiple of the lambda. That means this IH must be equal to N lambda. Right? Now this IH, the value of this IH is, if you are going to calculate this IH, then in this triangle, this is the triangle made here, let this X-ray and incident at angle theta with the plane, then the angle NAJ is equal to theta, let, right? Then this angle will be 90 minus theta because this is 90. So angle JAI is equal to 90 minus theta, right? Because this is 90. Right? Now this angle, because this is also 90, this is also 90. So angle IAB is equal to angle JAB minus angle JAI, that is equal to 90 minus theta, that is equal to theta. So that means in triangle, if you are going to make the triangle of IAB, suppose this is the triangle, right, and here is the 90 degree, that is at I, right, and here is the A and here is the B, and this is the angle theta, and this is 90. So in this triangle, if we are going to this is the AB is D, we have to measure this IB, we have to measure this IB. So in this, sin theta is equal to, in triangle AIB, sin theta is equal to perpendicular IB upon hypotenuse AB, IB upon AB. This is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, right? Now the IB is, we have to calculate, so IB is equal to sin theta multiply AB, and AB is equal to D, so it is equal to D sin theta, right? In the same way, as this IB comes D sin theta, in the same way BH comes D sin theta, right? In the same way, BH is equal to D sin theta. So we have to measure this IB plus BH. So IB plus BH is equal to D sin theta plus D sin theta, it is equal to 2D sin theta, right? And this 2D sin theta, this distance, extra covered distance by n, must be equal to the n lambda. So here IH, this is the IH distance, so it must be equal to the 2D sin theta. That means the n lambda must be equal to the 2D sin theta. So hence proved. So it is the Bragg's equation. What is the concept of the Bragg's equation? What is the main concept behind that? Right? Hope this concept has been clear to you. Now next, move to the next point.